Imagine you are building an e-commerce application like Amazon. A customer wants to search for an Apple laptops under 80k with 16GB RAM, 512GB SSD, a rating above 4 stars, and only products that are currently in stock. Now here's the question. Which HTTP method should you use? Get, post, or something completely new? Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Code and Achieve. Today we are going to explore a new brand HTTP method called query. Let's get started. For years, developers have used post for these kind of searches. But recently, HTTP introduced a new method called query that's designed specifically for this problem. So why was it needed? Let's find out. Whenever we want to retrieve a data from a server, we usually use the get method. For example, get products by category laptop. This is simple and works perfectly. But real-world applications rarely have simple searches. Imagine adding filters like brand, RAM, storage, price, rating, availability, sort order. Your request quickly starts looking like this. As more filters are added, the URL becomes longer, harder to read, and more difficult to maintain. Developers wanted a cleaner way to send these search filters. The obvious idea was, why not send them in the request body? Unfortunately, get wasn't designed for that. So developers turned to another HTTP method. Instead of get, developers started using post. For example, post products/search, and they send the search criteria as JSON. This solved many practical problems. The URL stayed short, the request body was easy to read, adding new filters became simple, complex searches were no longer a problem, but there was one issue. Post is generally meant for operations that create or modify data, like creating a user, placing an order, or uploading a file. Searching doesn't do any of these things. You're simply asking the server to return the information. So, while post worked technically, its meaning wasn't quite right. And that's exactly why the HTTP query method was introduced. So what exactly is the HTTP query method? Simply put, query is a new HTTP method designed for read-only operations that need a request body. Think about what developers wanted all along. They wanted to send complex search filters as JSON without pretending they were creating or modifying something. That's exactly what query provides. Instead of writing post products search, you can write query products and send the filters inside the request body. Notice what changed? The URL stays clean, the search criteria are organized in a JSON body, and most importantly, the HTTP method clearly communicates the intent. You are not creating anything, you are not updating anything, you are simply asking the server a complex question and expecting matching results. That's why query is considered a better semantic fit for advanced searches than post. Let's quickly compare all three methods. Get. Use get when your request is simple and the parameters fit comfortably in the URL. For example, get a user by ID, get a product, list all categories. Get is simple, cache friendly, and supported everywhere. Post. Use post when you are creating or modifying resources. Example, creating a new user, placing an order, uploading a file. Many APIs also use post for complex searches because it supports request bodies. It works, but semantically it isn't the ideal choice for read-only operations. Query. Query is designed specifically for complex, read-only requests that require a request body. It combines the readability of a JSON with the correct HTTP semantics. That's the gap it was created to fill. Now comes the practical question. Should you start using query in your APIs today? For more production projects, not yet. Although query solves a real problem, supports across frameworks, API gateways, client libraries, and developer tools is still evolving. Today, the common approach is still get for simple retrieval, POST for advanced searches. But as the ecosystem adopts query, you will likely start seeing it in modern APIs. Understanding it today helps you stay ahead of where HTTP is evolving. Let's quickly recap. GET is great for simple data retrieval, POST became the practical solution for complex searches, and query was introduced to provide a cleaner, semantically correct way to perform complex, read-only queries with a request body. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Let's Code and Achieve. Also let me know in the comments, do you think query will eventually replace POST for complex scenarios? Or will POST remain the industry standard? Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.